Hello and welcome, dear viewers, from around the globe to our special program, Wonders of the World's Heritage. Today, our journey takes us to the spectacular island nation of Sri Lanka, a jewel in South Asia. In the heart of this beautiful country lies a colossal rock fortress, a marvel where nature's grandeur meets human genius. This is Sigiriya, often hailed as the eighth wonder of the world, a UNESCO World Heritage Site blending history, artistry, and astonishing ancient engineering. Rising dramatically from the dense jungle plains, this massive granite column stands approximately 180 meters, about 590 feet, high. Sigiriya, or Sigiri, meaning Lion Rock, is more than just a fortress. It is a sprawling complex that testifies to the ambition and sophisticated urban planning of an ancient civilization. The historical genesis and the king's tale. The story of Sigiriya begins in the 5th century CE, centered around the ambitious King Kashyapa I. According to the ancient Sri Lankan chronicle, the Kulavamsa, Kashyapa seized the throne after orchestrating the death of his father, King Datusana. Fearing the inevitable retaliation from his half-brother, Moggallana, who had fled to South India, Kashyapa relocated the capital from Anuradhapura. He chose this impregnable rock, a natural fortress, as the site for his new capital and royal palace. Over a period of just 18 years, King Kashyapa transformed this barren rock into an extraordinary sky palace and the surrounding grounds into a meticulously planned royal city. This entire complex is considered one of the finest surviving examples of ancient urban planning globally. The Sigiriya Gardens, a masterpiece of hydraulic engineering. The genius of Sigiriya starts at its base with the magnificent garden complex. These gardens are divided into 3 distinct yet harmoniously connected parts. The water gardens. These gardens, reminiscent of early Persian or Egyptian designs, are celebrated for their impeccable geometric symmetry. What makes them truly astonishing is the ancient hydraulic system that powers them. The pools, fountains, and surface and subsurface conduits are still partially operational today. Operating purely on gravity and pressure principles, without any mechanical aid, this system demonstrates an unparalleled level of engineering knowledge possessed by the ancient Sri Lankans. It is a stunning precursor to modern-day sustainable water management. The boulder gardens. Here, the designers skillfully incorporated the natural massive rock boulders into the garden's layout. The architects treated the natural landscape as an integral part of their design, creating a perfect synthesis between the built environment and the wilderness. The ascent to the Sky Palace. As we ascend, we reach a platform that marks the most iconic architectural element, the Lion's Paw Terrace. Originally, a gigantic lion structure, built of brick and plaster, stood here, and the final pathway to the summit palace led through the creature's mouth. Today, only the massive paws remain, but they powerfully convey the awe-inspiring scale and the symbolic grandeur intended by King Kashyapa. The mirror wall and the poetry of the past. Nearby is the famous mirror wall. In its prime, this wall was polished to such a high sheen that the king could see his reflection as he walked past. However, its greatest historical value lies in the ancient inscriptions it bears, the Sigiri Graffiti. These are over 800 pieces of verse, prose, and observations, penned by visitors to Sigiriya, dating from the 8th to the 13th centuries CE. These poems, written by common folk, poets, and travelers, record their ecstatic impressions of the palace's beauty, particularly the famous frescoes. This collection provides invaluable insights into the early evolution of the Sinhala language and the social life of the era. The Celestial Maidens, Sigiri frescoes. No discussion of Sigiriya is complete without its most renowned artistic treasure, the Sigiri frescoes. Located in a sheltered pocket on the western face of the rock, these vibrant paintings depict beautiful female figures, often identified as apsaras or celestial maidens carrying flowers. The artistry and technique are remarkable. The painters used the ancient fresco technique, applying pigment to wet plaster. What is truly astonishing is that the colors remain remarkably vibrant and fresh after more than 1,500 years, a testament to the skill of the artists and the natural pigments they used. Art historians often compare their style to the famous Gupta period paintings found at Ajanta caves in India, though the Sigiriya figures possess a unique stylistic identity. The palace on the summit. Finally, we reach the summit, the site of the magnificent Sky Palace. Standing here, 600 feet above the ground, one can appreciate the sheer magnitude of King Kashyapa's vision. The summit holds the foundations of the royal residence, audience halls, and a massive rock-cut pool, the royal bathing pool. The water supply to this elevation is a final, crowning engineering marvel. Rainwater harvesting was employed, with a complex network of reservoirs and conduits used to channel, filter, and store water, ensuring a sustainable supply for the entire city on the rock top. The panoramic view from the summit is breathtaking, offering an unobstructed 360-degree vista of the surrounding plains and the symmetrical city below. The legacy continues. King Kashyapa's reign came to an end in 495 CE. Following his death, his brother Moggallana returned the site to Buddhist monks, and Sigiriya served as a monastic complex until the 14th century. It was eventually abandoned to the jungle, only to be rediscovered and systematically excavated by archaeologists in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Today, Sigiriya stands not just as a ruin, but as a symbol of Sri Lanka's rich cultural heritage. It is a vital record of ancient ingenuity in urban planning, hydraulic engineering, and artistic expression, a legacy that belongs to all of humanity. For travelers, historians, engineers, and art enthusiasts alike, Sigiriya is an essential destination. It is a place where you can physically connect with the past and marvel at the capabilities of ancient civilizations. We invite you to experience the magic of Sigiriya for yourself. By appreciating and respecting this monumental site, we ensure that the story of the Lion Rock continues to inspire future generations worldwide. Thank you for joining us on this exploration. Until next time, we wish you peace and safe travels.